Hello everyone, my name is Nicolas Cortés. In this video I'll show you a project that I made with some classmates for university. This is a business intelligence project made with Microsoft Power BI, and it's about video game sales from the years 2016 to 2017. These are some charts that we created. So for example, here we have the consoles, video game consoles with more than 450 published games. So for example, here we have the 3DS, and the video game console with the most published games is the PS2 with 2158. This is based on data that we got from Metacritic, if I'm not mistaken. It may not be 100% accurate because this is some old data from 2016 and 17. So continuing, here we have another chart. This is the amount of games by its ESRB classification. So for example, there are next to 4,000 games under the E for everyone classification, then almost 3,000 with T for teen classifications, 1.6 thousand for M mature. Here we have E10 plus with 1400, and it's not very visible. We have like 8 games with C, which if I remember correctly, it was children, I think, and this is RP, which means rating pendant. So these are games that don't have a classification yet. There are 3 games here. Here we have the amount of games by genre. So this one with 20.17% is action games. Here we have sports games, role play, etc. We have a bunch of different genres. So if we click in one of these colors, you will see that these charts are related. So if I click here, we can see the amount of games for the PS2, and that are the ones that are action games and sports games and role-playing games. We also can see here the PS2 games with different classifications. We can do the same with, for example, the DS. As you can see, the DS has more E-rated games, and the amount of M-rated games is very low. Now, one last example. Let's see, PC. So PC has a minimal amount of sports game, but it has a little bit more strategy games, which makes sense because that's usually the platform that people use to play games like Warcraft or Starcraft or Age of Empires, etc. So let's continue. Here we have some reviews. So the yellow part represents the percentage of user critics. With this, we mean that the user critics are normal people who create an account and make a review of a game, and this black part represents the like the official critics, the ones that it's their work to review games. These ones are just normal people. They don't have to have that profession. They can be just normal gamers, but they decided to review their favorite game or a game that they didn't like as much. So you can see that the majority is just normal critics, user critics. This is for the year 2016. This is for the year 2017. The relation is pretty similar. Here we have the amount of critics. This is just professional critics. Here's the one for user critics, and it's a comparison between the years 2016 and 17. So obviously the amount grew as the months went by. And again, if I click this, you can see that they are related. Well, this one don't change much. There you can see some change. Next, tendencies by year. So this is the mean rating. The rating can go from 0 to 100. So in 1980, the mean was 74.33 as a qualification, the score. Then it went down in 1983, then it went up and down, and we can see that from the year 2015 to 16 and 17, the mean has been increasing. And at the bottom we have the amount of games released by year. So in the year 1981, 46 new games were released, while in 2009, 1,424 new games were released. This is a significantly greater amount. Now go to sales. So we can see here the millions of sales in Japan and the millions of sales in North America. And this is by genre. So the action games are very popular in both areas, both areas, because North America is a continent and Japan is a country. And we can see that the least popular are strategy and puzzle games. And surprisingly, adventure games. These do not sell as much. This is the same path with ESRB classification. So the ones that sell the most, that are bought the most, are E games. These ones get the most sales, and the ones that get the least sales are C-rated games. I think C rating doesn't even exist anymore in the ESRB. This is sales by console. So the console with the most sold games is the PS2, and the one with the less sold games is, for example, the Genesis or the TurboGrafx 16. What else we have? WonderSwan. I think this is. Lastly, we have games, their score by critics, and their global sales. So if, for example, I click Wii Sports, we can see that it's a Wii game, that it's a sports game, and that it's rated E. We can also sort this by score. So I don't know if this data is very reliable, but this is the highest rated, and it goes descending to lower rated games. We can also sort by sales. So Wii Sports is the one that sold the most, followed by GTA 5, Super Mario Bros., Tetris, Mario Kart Wii, etc. Now we have some KPI, key performance indicators. So this is global sales, that means sales in the whole world, and this red color represents the sales in North America. This is for the year 2016, this one for the year 2017, and here we have just all the games and their platform. So for example, if I pick a game that could be more popular in North America, like Prototype 2, we can see that there's a significant amount of sales in this country, not so much in 2017, but still. Now I'm going to choose a game that's probably more popular in Japan, like this one. This one has a Japanese name, so if I click it, we can see that it didn't even it wasn't sold in the US probably. This is probably a Japan exclusive, and you can play a lot with this data. You can get a lot of information. This is just the charts that we created. You can do even more. Here's the data in this table. This is the name of the game, the platform, the date of release, the genre, the publisher, and the sales by region. North America, Europe, Japan, other countries, the global, the total. We have the critic score, critic count, developer rating, etc. Here we have the both data from each year connected. This is probably not the best way to connect them. There's probably a better way to do this, but this is what works for us when we made this. Now you can also export this as a PDF file. As you can see here, this is not interactive, this is static, but it's in PDF, so you can print this and put it in a report or something like that. And if you're interested in downloading this project, you can do so in my Bitbucket. So here we have BI analysis, video game sales. You can click here. Here we have the Excel file for the year 2016, the one for 2017. This is a combination of both. Here's the Power BI file that you have to import to the software. This is just the PDF that I showed you before. This is the background, and this is just a logo that I put here, this logo, and the background is the image. So you can download this by going to the downloads page and then click download repository, and you'll get it. You can play with it if you want, change stuff like this, and so on. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next one.